yours. We might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Booker outside. Fires the 3. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Outside, George. And stolen by Booker. Outside Durant. No good there. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Westbrook with it. Pass to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. George with no one around. Goes back up. Out to Morris. Outside, George. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Paul.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Here's Booker. And a dunk by Booker.
That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Here's Paul. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Westbrook with the block.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
Durant way outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Westbrook. A 3 from Morris. Good on the triple.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
All against Westbrook. Paul passes to KD. From the arc. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. George looking over the floor. And the wide open shot from Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George. Morris has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Clippers. Booker outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Morris. Rebound by Okogie.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid straight up and in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Westbrook. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
I love the patience, the tactical mindset of Leonard. He's so good at picking his spots, especially on the pick and roll.
Here's Okogie. And he banks in the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's George after the Suns pick up 2. The rebound by KD.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Pass to Morris. Kicks it to Westbrook. Back to Morris. Pass to George. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. And George kicks to Leonard. Dish now to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. George, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Morris outside. It's George on the wing. Over in the corner, Zubats. Three-pointer. No good that time. The Suns go the other way with it. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin.
But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Zubats the best of Westbrook. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Morris trying to free himself up. Got it. Good job in the low post. Booker's got 9.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Westbrook finds Zubats. Back to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires from deep. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Westbrook against Paul. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard on the wing. No one near him. Yes, that goes in. Now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
LA has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, to think that he was going to be capable of those kind of shots when he first came into the league, even from way downtown. Love the confidence from Kawhi.
Booker against George. To end the run. Ayton dishes to Paul. Durant deciding where to go with it. Here he goes. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And Booker kicks to Durant. Back to Booker. Durant with a screen on George. Booker, no good. Clippers leading by 6. Now Leonard. He's got 15. And there's the pass to Zubac. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
KD passes to Ayton.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. 24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Powell kicks to Batum. Back to Powell. Pass to Highland. Now Plumlee. Clippers moving the ball around. Lock at 6 with the shot. Highland's shot is good. Highland's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers. Here's Paul. 1 second left, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to... All right, David, thank you. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Powell is out there with Batum. Then there's Plumlee, and there's Gordon, and it's Highland in at the point guard position. Suns trail by 4. Over to the wing. Baisley passes to Landale. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
And here are the Clippers now. Plumlee sets the pick for Powell. 6 to shoot to the middle. Here's Plumlee.
Well, staying with his man, Warren has the body to annoy shooters on the way up.
Here's Shamet. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. LA's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Here's Landale. Back to Shamet for the lead. It's good from long range. Shamet's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Nice job by the team to set up Shamet on that play.
Here's Highland. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Clippers lead by 2. Shamet up top. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Back to Shamet. Pass to Bazley. That one falls. Bazley's got his second basket.
And Bazley's got good size at 6'8", so down on the interior with that length, tough to stop.
Outside, Batum. Los Angeles with another miss. The Suns trailing. Puts up a 3. The shot by Bazley, no good. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Highland. The Clippers keep it alive. Powell, no one around him, drills the three-pointer. Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Norman Powell really knocking it down here and hurting this team from distance.
Ross kicks to Warren. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to go on Norman Powell. The Suns shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Morris with a screen on Ross. From deep, George, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Paul George does have unlimited range, kind of getting into that mode where one of those guys you have to guard when he gets over half court.
Shamet, and the layup's good off the glass. Shamet's got 5 now.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Morris a screen. Passes it to Zubac. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Suns trail by 3. Now, here's Shamet. He's got 5. Here's Bazley. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Westbrook passes to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The shot's good on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 5.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
With 1 on the clock. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Clippers lead by 5. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon. Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Well, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And now the fast break, Durant with the ball. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
The Clippers in the lead. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Leonard. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And KD's got the ball here for Phoenix. Paul kicks to Booker. To tie it up. And it's sent back by George.
Oh, George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And the dunk by Zubac.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Zubac, a screen on Booker. George passes to Morris. George against Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Morris kicks to Westbrook. Off target from outside. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Durant. Kicks it out to Paul. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
When you guard CP3, you just can't allow him to do whatever he wants. He's just too good.
That one drops. He ties it up.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Zubac with the screen for Westbrook. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
And that's what a guy like Westbrook will do for you, willing his team forward in these big moments.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles will continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Morris passes to Leonard. From deep. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Looking to get back on track here. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
The pressure is on, but Booker can handle it. He just has to trust himself.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and a willingness to do that has paid off.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Westbrook finds Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard inside. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 6. Baseline J on the way. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside, KD. The pass to Ayton. Stolen by George. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
It's money from deep.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Booker. Here's Ayton. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
I smack clowns with mad style.
night. We've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Westbrook against Conley. The kick out to Morris. This one for 3. And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Edwards with it. To the middle. Here's Conley. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
The wily veteran drawing contact from the defender. Hard to outsmart Mr. Conley. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Yep, that one's good.
You know, George's not content just to roam the perimeter now. He'll attack the heart of the defense as well.
McDaniels from long range. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Leonard outside. Here's the 3. Minnesota with a rebound.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
McDaniels can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. McDaniels against Leonard. Zubac's high post. The kick out to Morris. Takes the 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Towns passes to Gobert. Towns down low. Hounded by Westbrook. Gobert, no good. The Clippers have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now here's George. Pass to Zubac. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Leonard passes to George. Now here's Zubac. Back to George. Three-pointer. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
With a few 40% seasons from deep, George has become one of the top three-point shooters in the game.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Here's Edwards. McDaniels against George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, The Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Rivers is checked in. Now here's George. He's got 5. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Here's Westbrook. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Kicks it to George. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. George has got 8 points.
Paul George has become such an assertive and confident player. He knows exactly when he's in position to get that catch and shoot off.
Towns against Morris. And here's Westbrook from the arc. No luck on that one. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here's Edwards. Here's Rivers. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Paul George. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Anthony Edwards out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Prince in at the 3. Towns finds Edwards. Here's Rivers, pass to Towns. Shoots over George. Towns can't get it to go. The Clippers in the lead. George outside. Morris passes to George. Morris sets a screen. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Rivers. To the wing on the left. Towns against Morris. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Westbrook left side. And here's Zubac, defended by Gobert. The shot misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Prince. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Boy, good stick-to-itiveness there from George. Sticks with the shot despite the foul that he gets while in the air.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
McDaniels is checked in for Towns. Leonard, good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Here's Rivers. Gobert inside. Zubac's there. Leonard outside. Pass to Westbrook. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the three. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Edwards against Leonard. Pass to Prince. To stop the run. Here's Gobert. McDaniels from long range. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for three. It goes on Russell Westbrook. Last season, we saw a lot of teams bring a renewed focus to their defensive efforts. Clark, you think it paid off?
I think it did. I mean, scoring was down across the league, BA. So that clearly indicates defense took a step forward. And, you know, great defense for championship teams has always been central and key. So I don't think it's an exception. I think that's the rule now. Defense wins.
Now here's Leonard. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Edwards for three. The offensive rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Prince. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 5. Another shot. And Edwards, here we go. The Clippers grab the miss.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Here's Highland. Pass to Batum. Fires the three. Knocks it down from distance. Batum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Prince. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Now here's Edwards. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Anderson's checked in for McDaniels. They throw good, Edwards.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Batum gets the bucket.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Conley passes to Edwards. Driving to the basket. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Buries it from three.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Batum with a screen on Conley. Inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. Here's Powell. Fires for three. That shot off the mark. And we've reached halftime in this one.
With the score, your Clippers 34, the Timberwolves 24.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Paul George has been sensational.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
They've got Eric Gordon, Norman Powell out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Highland in at point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. To the middle. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 10 points.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
There's the three. Knocks down the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Edwards for three. Pass to Conley. To the inside. It's tipped. Here's Towns. The three. Plumlee pulls down the board. Now here's Batum. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Conley. To the right side. Plumlee, a screen on Conley. Here's Highland. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Clock at 2. Batum's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Edwards fires from way outside.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Towns passes to Gobert. Back to Towns. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw good from Gordon.
And Gordon just continues to prove why he's so valuable. I mean, he knows he's out there to shoot the ball, and he does it very well.
Well, if you want consistency at the 5 spot, Mason Plumlee is a good player to have in the rotation, Clark.
Could not agree with you more, B.A. A consummate professional and extremely hard worker. Rebounds at a high level, and he is one of the best playmaking centers in the NBA.
Now here's Powell. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Clock at 6. And there's the lob.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size and length, making himself into a wall.
Batum pulls it in.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Here's Highland. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And for Minnesota, they're shooting just around 32% from the field. Conley passes to Towns. From behind the arc. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight.
Towns is really good at the three-point line, and he's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there.
Now here's Batum. Pass to Highland. Now Batum.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
And here's Gordon from the arc. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Anderson.
Gordon's got a great ability to draw contact. You got to respect that. He's an aggressive scorer who makes it tough on the defense, even if they get physical with him. Love the career Eric Gordon has had. It's been outstanding, really. A 6th Man of the Year award winner and universally known as a great teammate. Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Tipped. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Wide open look. Yep, that one goes. Westbrook's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, so often we see Westbrook with the ball driving or pulling up off the dribble. He can catch and shoot it just as well.
Anderson for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 8 now. And Clark, how about Eric Gordon? maybe doesn't get the praise he deserves.
No, I mean, guys sometimes are underrated or undervalued despite the consistency of outstanding performance. He's been in the league 14 years and has averaged double digits during that time. And when he only started 75% of the games, that's even more remarkable.
George, he's checked in for Gordon. Los Angeles is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. The kick out to Morris. Pass to George. Morris, a screen on Edwards. George for 3. 4 on the clock. And the Clippers miss again.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Towns. He's got 5. Outside, Anderson puts up a 3. Morris with it. Guarded now by Anderson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard can't get it to go.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Here's Towns. Goes up on the wing. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get on the shot here. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. The free throw drops for Anderson. That one misses. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. The flow of the game has favored them. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. Anderson finds Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Zubac with a screen on Edwards. George for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards for 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
And lockdown defense against one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
George with the bucket.
Paul George can get it done from anywhere on the court now. When he starts percolating, this guy can cook with gas.
Offensive rebound, Gobert. Now Towns. Second chance effort. They get it back. Here's Gobert. Tries yet again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Morris, a screen on Edwards. And George launches it from deep. Morris passes to George. Let's go with a 3. From deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Towns. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Now here's Westbrook. Out to Leonard. Here's the 3. Anderson pulls it down. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the 4th. Not great. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Morris sets a screen for three. George, and Conley grabs the miss. For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Here's Towns. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Towns.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock. His teammate has something a little better.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Edwards finds Conley. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Morris, a screen on Anderson. Leonard way outside. On target from range. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's George. The shot won't fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Down low. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, I love the court awareness there. Towns zipping the ball over to his teammates, a willing passer.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter here. George with it. Morris outside. Stolen by Conley. Fast break, here we go. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Morris.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings him within single digits.
He's going to be kicking himself all night. This isn't the time to be wasting opportunities.
For 3, George. And Conley grabs the miss. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Zubac with the steal. It's George on the wing. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. So it's Minnesota now. Here's Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
When you talk about guys that can score from all 3 levels, I think Big Cat is right at the top of that list, especially if you condense it to just big guys. He can do it facing up or with his back to the goal.
George for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Edwards. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Here's Zubac. Morris outside. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for...
Smack clowns with mad style.
Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one. Here's Durant, takes it inside, and he can't jam it through. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Here's Edwards, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And don't let Edwards' his position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. Gobert with the block. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. That three off the mark.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Ayton against Gobert. For three, a Kobe. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
All alone, and then Durant with the jam.
There's the length of Durant coming into play. Grabs the steal, takes it the distance. He is just unbelievable.
And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Gobert finds Edwards. With the drive, and Edwards with the stuff.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's McDaniel. And here is Paul. Here's a Kogi. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
It's stolen by Edwards. Driving it.
Oh,
wow.
Yes! Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding.
And McDaniels with the block. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Paul, and it's blocked by Conley. They get it back. Durant with a wide open look. Offline with his 3.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Booker dishes to Ayton. The shot. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just a big man with a quality jumper. Ayton has a lot of confidence in that shot.
McDaniels passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's KD. The shot off that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Inside, here's Edwards. Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Towns wide open, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Paul kicks to KD. Back to Paul. Passes it to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by...
And please give a big round of applause for your son, Myst.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves. Suns trail by 6. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's a Kogi in at the small forward. Who's out there for Phoenix. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Now here's Durant. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. And Ayton throws it down.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Here's McDaniels. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Pass to Gobert. He's looking for Prince and finds him. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Noel, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Austin Rivers comes in for Michael Conley. Suns on defense, trailing by 4. KD looking around, and then Durant with the jam.
Super long. KD's arms stretched for days, helping him slam it on the bounce.
Another miss by Minnesota. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here's a Kogi. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And it's tied up with that one. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
KD with it. Guarded now by Prince. And finished off by KD.
We have seen Durant make major strides as a defender. Excellent at coming away with steals. Running.
It's Prince on the wing, defended by Durant. Gobert dishes to Prince. And Gobert kicks to Rivers. Pocket 6. Back to Gobert. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Out to KD. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. KD's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix. Over in the corner, Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And that is such a beautiful move, Kevin. Why go straight up when you can throw down the reverse?
Well, that one's going to have its share of time on the highlight reel for sure.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they had accomplished in a bit of time.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned...
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam?
And KD throws it down.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
It's Durant on the wing. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. KD's got 12 in the game.
This is the length that Durant provides on the offensive boards. Love whenever he puts it to use like this.
Edwards, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Booker kicks to Paul. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Look, you gotta appreciate the cleverness of Paul. Skilled at fending off defenders and finding ways to score all the way through contact.
And the Timberwolves call time. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, he's been destroying them inside, and maybe the timeout to figure out an answer or a prayer if there is one.
Here is Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Ayton kicks to Durant. Fires for three.
And good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot blocker, and that reputation can...
Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
The Timberwolves, 32.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Heading in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at point guard.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And it's Shamet missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
For the lead. And it's laid in by Conley. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
No good from Ross. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Gobert. And now a 5-point Timberwolves lead. Here's Bazley, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Towns finds Edwards. And Gobert throws it down.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
The kick out to Towns. Back to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got 22 points.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Shamet the pass to Bazley. Here is Ross. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Timberwolves have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Ross with a wide open look. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. McDaniels kicks to Conley. Outside Edwards. Another shot. Got a hand on it. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Shannon with it. Conley picks him up. Good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And the pass to Towns. Three-pointer. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Ross with the steal. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it, the fast break chance. Here's Bazley. Second chance shot. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Fast break, Minnesota. There's the lob to Towns. A three from Warren. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, heads-up play by Warren. Spotting and wide open shooter and delivering a dime.
Towns for three. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists in the game. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Cross in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. No good from 18.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Edwards, that's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate. Operation Feed the Horse. Feed them early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Booker looking around. Ayton wide open. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Minnesota ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Durant, the pass to Okogie. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Minnesota leading by 9. Now Edwards. To the middle. Gobert finds Conley. Minnesota calls timeout.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The kick out to Towns. Conley the pass to Towns. And he comes up with the deuce. And it's 7 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Hall. Okogie for 3. For 3. Booker. And no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Outside Edwards. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. KD against Conley. And again, it's the Suns missing. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Durant for 3. There's the triple. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got his third assist on the night. Towns kicks to Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. McDaniels finds Edwards.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. He hits the second from the line. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. KD with it. Booker outside. From deep three-point range, Mike Conley grabs the miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And there's Edwards on the assist from Conley. 33 points for Anthony Edwards.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And finished off by Gobert. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Lets it go from deep. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he was all over him. You just can't get all tangled up like that.
Totally unselfish play there from Aiden. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
They get it back. Ayton, the shot from the low post is good.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Edwards, the bounce pass. McDaniels passes to Conley. Towns against Durant. Now here's Conley. 5 to shoot to the inside and taken away by Paul. Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Hands it from downtown.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Booker with no one around. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And so Minnesota takes the win. They came in here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This...
I smack clowns with mad style.
don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Now here's Leonard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. Westbrook against Paul. Pass to Okogie. There's the triple. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
George outside, fires for 3, drains the triple.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Paul passes to Booker. Excellent D there from Westbrook.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Out to Leonard. Zubac with a screen on Durant. Leonard, good.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite three-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
Nice shot by Okogie.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Morris outside. Back to Westbrook. Zubac with a screen on Paul. Here's Westbrook. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Chris Paul.
You know, intensity is what makes Russell Westbrook so special. He's relentless, and it's difficult for even great players to keep up with him. Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's a triple-double king.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Zubac, screen. George for 3. They get the rebound. Out to Leonard. Fires from deep. Pure from 3-point range. Leonard's got 6.
As a coach, you feel so comfortable with Kawhi on the floor. He's one of those guys, when the clock is ticking down, get him the ball.
Los Angeles has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Pass to Zubac. George against Booker. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
Yeah, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
Now here's Durant. Up top, Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Leonard pulls down the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Zubac with a screen on Booker. Leonard against Booker. The 3 is up. And Aiden pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. To the middle. The kick to Durant. Puts it up. Suns keep it alive. For 3, Booker. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Morris outside. No good from outside. The Suns have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? We're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. For 3. That doesn't go either for Durant. The Clippers trail. Pass to Morris. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Okogie's shot is off. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far. Now here's Morris. Launches it. And the Clippers miss again.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Outside Durant. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by George. Zubac screen. With 1 on the clock.
And the long arms of Durant, so disruptive. He takes up a lot of airspace.
The score.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Phoenix.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Now here's Booker. Uncovered. And the basket is good. Booker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
It's George on the wing. Booker defending. Zubac passes to Leonard. Inside. 6 to shoot. He can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Agile move by CP3, navigating the contact and getting his shot.
Westbrook blocked. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Morris sets a screen. Pass to Leonard. And stolen by Durant. Okogie on the wing. The kick to Durant. And a nice finish on the layup. Durant's got 8.
Relentless at the offensive end. KD challenging the heart of the defense.
George finds Zubac. From outside the arc. And George with the basket on the assist by Zubac.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Westbrook against Paul. Now here's Booker. Defense right on him. From deep. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Okogie. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
Paul passes to Durant. Zubac with the steal. It's tipped. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Here's Highland. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Booker with it. Picked up by Plumlee. Pass to Ayton. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Here's Highland. He's guarded by Paul. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead. Plumlee a screen. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Look at how high Norman Powell gets on these dunks. Love showing off his athleticism.
For 3, Booker fires in the triple. Booker's got 11.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Highland. He's guarded by Paul. To the inside. Pass to Highland. Launches a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Paul passes to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Plumlee a screen on Paul. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Batum pass to Plumlee. Not going to go that time. Ayton with the defensive effort. Phoenix has gone 5 of 8 from outside the 3-point line on this one. Booker no good. Gordon on the wing. Looking for his first basket still in this one. He got it up in time, but it would not. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've done a great job containing Westbrook. And with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Darius Baisley is out there with T.J. Warren. And then it's Landry Shamet, then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Ross against Gordon. Ross can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Pass to Highland. Six on the shot clock. Batum, right side. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Baisley. The Suns leading. Plumlee pulls down the board. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 41% in this game. Here's Highland. He's covered by Warren. Batum sets a screen. Highland. Powell for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Powell's got 5 points.
Norman Powell has become lethal from deep. Fantastic shot.
Shamet, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Plumlee. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
The Suns have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's Shamet. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Count that one.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Landale. And he goes in for the dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Highland. Batum sets a screen. Oh, they get a hand on it. Plumlee with it. Gordon outside. Batum with a screen on Ross. For three, Gordon. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Batum outside. Pass to Highland.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Batum. There's the three. The shot off that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Ross. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Los Angeles has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Morris down low. Paisley on him. Deflects the pass. George outside. Fires top of the key. Offensive board. Out to Leonard. Ross against George. To the paint. Here's Morris. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
Here's Shamet. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Shamet's gotten his second bucket.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
50 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Morris. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Warren. Leonard, that one's good. Leonard's got 9.
The three-point numbers for Kawhi Leonard, they show this man is elite from deep.
Here's Shamet. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Leonard. Zubac, screen. Leonard on the take. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action, rewarded with the foul call.
Kawhi Leonard taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Outside Paul. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Suns on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. George with the bucket.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Ayton inside. George defending. Tries it from the block. Ayton, no good. The Clippers trail. George outside. To the middle. Knocked away. Zubac passes to George. Back to Zubac. Pass to George. Shoots over Ayton. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Morris. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Booker. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Phoenix.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And their block numbers also stand out to me. Challenging shots at the rim has been a big part of their defensive success.
Ayton, a screen on Westbrook. The drive by Paul. Here's Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
It's hard to figure out Chris Paul because he's so shifty off pick and rolls.
Morris, a screen on Booker. George finds Morris. And here's Zubac. Leonard on the wing. From the arc. Okogie pulls down the board. Okogie's got 6 rebounds in the game. Durant against George. Durant, pass to Paul. Outside Booker. 5 on the clock. He takes it in. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Fourth team foul.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Westbrook, the pass to Morris. Oh, denied by Durant.
Good aggression from KD on D, hustling to get a hand on the shot.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Uneasy 2 on the layup. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Unable to get that one. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Ayton against George. They need this. Here's Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He implored his team to fight until the end. He said, quote, "We might be up now, but we can't give the ball away. Don't let your..."
Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this...
The previous play is unreviewed.
But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And he ends up missing both free throws. And for the Clippers, they're shooting just 37% so far in this one. For three, George. Leonard outside. Morris with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Out to Leonard from downtown. And he recovers it. Back to Zubac. And stolen by Durant. And now the Suns fast break. Booker for three. The kick out to Paul. Takes the three. Phoenix no good that time either.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Leonard for three. Gets the three to fall.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for two. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 7. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
The only choice here is to foul. Can't allow the offense to stall and run out the clock.
Make some noise once again for your Suns Breaker Dance Crew.
And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
George outside. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So for...
I smack clowns with mad style.
matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Now Paul George missing from long range. Stolen by McDaniels. Over George. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
George passes to Zubac. Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
Conley inside the line. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
And Gobert drops them both. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. And in talking about this matchup, he said this is a team that will execute you to death. He said the tough thing is that they have such great awareness offensively. Their discipline, their recognition, any mistake you make at the defensive end, 9 times out of 10, they're going to exploit it. So, Kevin, we'll see who wins the chess match tonight.
Thank you, David. Could be a tall task. Trying to prevent, Greg, those shooters from getting hot.
It's going to take attention to detail on the defensive end. Contest everything.
What we're seeing now is defenders who now understand I can contest the shooting hand and still stay out of the shooter's landing area, which we know now is a foul.
Here's George after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. The kick out to Westbrook. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And rebounded by McDaniels.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority.
Westbrook dishes to George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Over Morris. Towns, no luck.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And Morris throws it down.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard puts the ball where it needs to be.
Oh, here's Edwards. The 19-foot shot. Rebound by the Clippers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
They get a hand on it. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Morris with a screen on Towns. The kick out to Westbrook. The three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves trail, and Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. 54 seconds left here in the first quarter. George passes to Westbrook. Back to George. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Leonard. Puts the move on.
Well, there is the defensive anchor of this team, Rudy Gobert, wreaking havoc on the defensive end.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. So the wing on the left. Towns down low. Morris is there. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Outside for George. Jacks up a 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
Well, Paul George is excellent both defensively and offensively. You want to talk about 3 and D, he's got both.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. And here's Leonard from 3. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves lead by 1. And we'll get it going at... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. George against Edwards. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
This is one of the many things Paul George has done to help their offense, effective ball movement.
Out to Conley. Back to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers trail. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
It's stolen by Morris. It's George on the wing. Shoots from the baseline. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Gobert finds Towns. They need this. He takes it up and lays it in. Towns has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Dominant on the boards. Karl Anthony Towns knows I can get points on the board by getting to the offensive glass.
Morris inside, defended by Towns. Leonard on the wing. Out to Morris. This one for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Another miss by Towns. The Clippers in the lead. George passes to Zubac. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Conley with it. Westbrook picks him up to the right side. Here's Edwards driving inside.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Clippers trail by 3. The pass to Westbrook. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by George. Wide open. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Towns kicks to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. McDaniels passes to Towns. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. Here's Edwards. Got a piece of it.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
The 3 from George. Outside Leonard. Up top Morris. In the corner, George with it. They could use a bucket. A 3 from Leonard. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
And they recover it. Gobert feeds to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the and one. Yes, sir.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Prince is checked in for Towns. Noel comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. Highland passes to Plumlee. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Plumlee's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Highland. He got it up. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive. All right, David, thank you. And stick.
23, the Clippers, 19.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Norman Powell. Batum is out there with Plumlee. And there's Gordon. And it's Highland in at the point. Here's Highland. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunity.
What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Here's Alexander Walker, and stolen by Gordon. Back Back to Powell for the tie. Stripped it away. Prince outside. Passes it to Edwards. Back to Prince. From downtown, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Talking about Batum, that buyout door seemed to really rejuvenate him.
It's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to LA, and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused Nick.
It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Prince. Crafty move, and he lays it up and in. Prince has got his first points of the night.
Well, you know Prince is going to be aggressive. So if you're not going to make a commitment to stop him, he's going to make high percentage shots like that one.
To the middle. Here's Plumlee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Clippers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. He's off on the second. Timberwolves leading by 5. Prince with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Kicks to Prince. Takes the three. Batum grabs the miss.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Highland passes to Powell. 6 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Highland. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Over in the corner, Edwards. Down low. Here's Alexander Walker. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Highland. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. In the corner, it's Gordon. No good on the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
There's the pass to Alexander Walker. Gobert with a screen on Gordon. Noel passes to Alexander Walker. Prince in the corner. Takes a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Prince has got 5 minutes.
A good percentage of Taurean Prince shots are from distance, and you can see why right there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to Highland. And they get it. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Batum. Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. Minnesota calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Kicks it out to Leonard. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. No coverage that time. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Prince, sweet move. It's hauled in by Zubats. Leonard attacking, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was...
The previous play is under review.
Are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one, and so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts
the third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 5. From Target Center, back in a moment. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Noel in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Passes to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. Defense right on him. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Back to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard for the 3. That shot no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Paul George with the steal. An easy 2 points on the layup.
That's what we call playing big. Paul George imposing his will in the paint.
Noel passes to Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Westbrook. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Westbrook. Outside for George. Now here's Westbrook. D right on him. From deep. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Paul George.
Well, have yourself a night, Paul George. Everything working for him right now.
From deep. And it's Towns missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Inside, and he slams it one-handed.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
A 3 from Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. For 3, Edwards. Leonard with the steal. Outside Westbrook. He kicks to George. Four on the shot clock. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
And it's Towns missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And George, here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity. Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. Towns, the pass to Evans.
People are hoping.
The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer.
The previous play is under review.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Towns, the Timberwolves again can't hit. Zubac's with it, now defended by Gobert. The three from George. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Connects from downtown.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Left side, George. Out to the right wing. Towns against Westbrook. Out to Morris. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Morris with the screen for George. Shot to stop the run. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Towns wide open. And another three for Minnesota.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game it's
I smack clowns with mad style.
to the old days of the NBA when big men ruled.
Well, the game has become so perimeter oriented. These guys have a lot of skill, and they're going to be able to operate inside a phone booth, and we'll see if these big guys can find a way to dominate uniquely in the way that they bring their offensive prowess.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
They grab their own miss, and the bucket is good.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. He's got a clear path. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Nails it from 3. Towns has got 5 points.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and the point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
And Ayton gets it to go.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Towns passes to Gobert. And Ayton pulls it down. Pass to Booker. 3-pointer. Here's Durant. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
The shot by Towns, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Minnesota has gone 1 or 2 from three-point land so far. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Down low. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Towns.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Now here's Booker. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And the Timberwolves call time here. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA draft.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And Edwards slams it in.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Paul passes to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And Durant still has that flush, just an easy deuce for him.
Here's Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Booker for 3. They get it again. The kick to Durant. On the take. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Well, they might have made contact with Durant, but really didn't affect him at all.
Towns for 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, Durant with a steal. It's Booker on the wing. Outside Durant. Okogie on the wing. Pass to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Booker. Over Edwards. And too long on the shot. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 11 so far. Will it go? And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
It's both from the stripe. The Timberwolves trail. Conley finds McDaniels. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Booker for 3. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Taurean Prince is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Pass to Aiden. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Here's Okogie. Back to Durant. Right side Paul. Screen by Durant. Shot clock at 5. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Back to Prince. Gobert with a screen on Durant. Pass to Gobert. Here's Prince, guarded by Durant. To the inside, Gobert. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. It goes on Kevin Durant.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, VA. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Noel, he's checked in for McDaniels.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, BA, think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Here's Noel. Here's Edwards. And Aiden pulls it down. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
The Suns trailing. Here's Durant. And Durant slams it home.
And there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
Prince with the bucket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Durant. Pass to Aiden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Aiden's got 8.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Here's Prince. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Okogie on the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. Booker for three. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Booker. Outside Durant. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. He shoots again. Booker no good.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
The offensive rebound. Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Prince. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
The Suns have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
So it's Minnesota now, coming off a Suns make, and here's Edwards outside. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Prince. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Alexander Walker. Down low. They need this. And the layup good by Edwards. Edwards has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. A lot of rubble in there, but continuing to go right at the defense.
Here's Paul. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Left side Durant. Suns keep it alive. The three. That shot no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Gobert. That's good.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And Edwards slams it in.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
And Booker with the jam.
Now, he really gets up there. I mean, Devin Booker will surprise you and throw it down.
Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. And stolen by Durant. Booker, the pass to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Suns on top, up by 5. And we'll be back with you shortly. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the center position. Now here's Durant. Pass to Booker. Back to Aiden. The kick to Durant. 3 on the clock. No good with the triple.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Edwards. And it's powered home by Towns.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often. In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Ball finds Durant. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Counted from distance.
And just from deep range, KD can bury you.
Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. Good on both. And Phoenix has possession. The lead is 2. Over to the left wing. Pass to Okogie. And here's Booker. Guarded by Edwards. Paul, a screen on Edwards. Booker on the take. And Booker with the jam.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. The 3, Durant. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now. Towns for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Booker against Towns. Now here's Booker. Tightly guarded. It's good on the putback.
If Ayton can get in that kind of position, he could be a bully on the inside.
Pass to Gobert. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Chris Paul. And that one falls for Gobert. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Suns have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Durant.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Booker.
2 minutes.
Outside Paul. Driving in. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
Defense is not able to keep up with the speed and really the awareness of Chris Paul that time.
Now here's Edwards. 18 points for him.
Phoenix foul. First personal foul. Third team.
First one falls for him.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Right side Durant. Going inside, and Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Chris. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Pass to Aiden. Back to Booker. It's tipped and stolen by Edwards for the finish. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. It's good. Booker's got 10.
Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Towns double teams. Outside McDaniels. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. The shot by Towns, no good.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
And yep, it's good. And now a 7-point Phoenix lead.
The classic big man play there, just pushing right past the defense, finishing strong.
Gobert passes to Edwards. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside Paul. Back to Durant. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Now Conley. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Suns ahead, leading. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these
previous play is underway.
Even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Durant. It's Edwards with a drive, and Edwards slams it in.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Pretty much count on double-digit assists from Chris Paul, one of the best passers in league history.
Edwards got a piece of it, and so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Here's McDaniels, and he drains the quick shot.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Ball can't get it to go.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Minnesota calls timeout. And as we head down the stretch, these players are focused on absorbing their coach's game plan and also drinking some Gatorade so their bodies will be well hydrated for the minutes ahead. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He is not happy about their perimeter play at either end. They're getting killed with the three ball both ways. He said it's a battle they can't lose if they want to come out of here with the win.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Okogie on the wing. They get it back. On the wing, Durant. Second shot opportunity. He can't get that one to fall.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Up top, Ayton. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Okogie. Now here's Ayton, guarded by Edwards. Here's Okogie. The three. And again, it's the Suns missing. McDaniels with it. It's Edwards on the wing. And there's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Oh, That was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now McDaniels. The three ball. And Ayton pulls it down.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Booker, pass to Durant. Tries again. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight, sharing the basketball, the stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Here's Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, the great ones can do this. When Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's going to score or he's going to get fouled. Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Picked by Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. A minute 29 left to play in the fourth. Timeout called, the Timberwolves. They're down by 7. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's McDaniels. No good on the quick three. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Durant, no good.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Here's Prince. He's guarded by Paul. 5 to shoot. Pass to Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Stolen by Ayton. Ball finds Durant. Stripped away. And stolen by Durant. Ball stolen.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. So he comes up empty, missing both. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Great positioning on the putback.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Prince can't hit.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Okogie's shot is off. Now here's Edwards. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
So the Suns win it. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did.
Smack clowns.